The one thing that is so difficult to let go is our own past. People have so much difficulty in letting go of the memories of the past or the old habits that they have acquired. They think that the past is holding on to me. Hi, mera past maine chhodda nahi hai, karan te ki karan, because I am rethinking, reliving the past again and again. Not only that, the old traditions that we have hung on to, the things that we have held on to for such a long time, thinking they are the ones that describe our existence. We are like that man who was walking back home in the dark and he slipped and he had to hang on to a cliff thinking, if I let go, I will fall to my death. In the morning when the sun rose, he saw that he was only 1 foot above the ground and he could have easily let go. But to let go, sometimes it's the most difficult thing because what we are holding on to is all in the dark. We don't want to question. We don't want to probe into that. And I'm not saying let go of the past completely. Learn how to take the lessons from the past, but move forward. Especially when it comes to traditions which are questionable. And sometimes our brain does say that what we hear is going against a tradition that I have been holding on to for a long time. But when the time comes, we feel, nee, I can't let go of this. This is very dear to me. Like I've been doing this all along. How can anybody come and question this? मेरे दादे परदादे ਇਹੋ कुछ करते आ रहे ने ते मतलब ਉਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਗਲਤ ਸਨ. Like that. We don't want to retreat because now izzat ka swal hai. I'm not saying everybody is like that. I'm saying a lot of times we become defensive over certain things that we can question. They are not what defines us. When I brought about this issue of distributing mithai, a lot of people were like, how can you question that? We have been doing all along. And I wanted to do this because a very dynamic girl told me, make this hashtag break sweet traditions because this needs to go out to people. They need to hear. Because now we are all so health conscious. If you talk about this, there will be a lot of people who will listen to this. And I'm coming to you at the time and age where sugar has become the most alarming thing. One of the most alarming things. I discovered this about 6 years ago when a very dear person who's very dear to me had stage 4 cancer. Do you know the first thing the doctor told him to do? Cut out sugar. Why? Because sugar is fuel to cancer cells. The more sugar you eat, they survive on that. So the first thing, if you want to kill your cancer cells, cut it out. But you would be thinking, no, I don't have cancer, so why do I need to cut out sugar? Even healthy people. White sugar leads to obesity, coronary problems, so many inflammatory issues that you have in your body, autoimmune diseases. So much has been linked to white sugar. Then if I touch this topic, somebody says, how about Kada Prasad then? They feel as if I'm attacking their religion. They feel I'm attacking their traditions. But I'm not here to attack anybody's religion or culture. I am a student of psychology. For me, any practice which has led to a decline in the society or has harmed us physically or psychologically, I like to bring up those issues. And I love the nectar of Gurbani and the examples which are given, and I share them with you. But my agenda is not to bash any religion or impose my religion on anyone. No. The person's even questioned that, okay, Diwali is once a year, mithais we distribute only occasionally. How about Kada Prasad? We eat that every day. What about that? You're making Kada Prasad, please, if there is sugar inside, take it out. Put jaggery, put monk fruit sugar, put stevia, anything which is healthy, we can replace it. Why not? We are the ones who started certain traditions and we can change them. Not only that, I can bring about so many other questions. See, what happens with us is when we become very defensive of our traditions, it's not just traditions, it is something that we have been doing for a long time and we feel very comfortable the way we are. And if somebody comes and disturbs us, we feel as if this person is saying, I was wrong all along. That's what hurts. Like, for example, a few days ago, I was watching this podcast. A very learned Acharya Ayurved teacher was giving tips on health. Each and everything he said was like excellent, amazing. But after 40 minutes, he came to a point where, like, he said, we are the only people, we Indians are the only people that put milk in their cha. And that could be a reason for cancer. I was like, whoa, no, please don't do that. Kyun aisa kar rahe ho, pai? You're taking away 1 cup of my cha that I love to drink every day. You know what is happening there? I am being defensive of a habit. I'm holding on to that past. When somebody tells me something new, whether it makes sense or not, I just become defensive because I don't want to let go. But actually, he was right. You know what? I love that phrase, Satyamev Jayate. The translation of it is that may truth prevail in the end. I feel another translation is may truth win. And may truth win means if somebody comes and tells me something that makes sense, but I can't let go, I have to at least admit and accept I could be wrong. Maybe I'm not going to change right away, but at least that acceptance opens a door towards a betterment in the future. Satyamev Jayate. It's what Guru Sahib says, Kood nikhutte nanka odak sach rahi. All the falsehood should fall. And the falsehood is our stubbornness towards things that we think we are right. A lot of practices we can question. We have the right to question whether they change or not. It all starts with a question. And I'm not going the religious way. I'm talking about simple common sense. If we are washing the floors of our shrines and temples with milk, gallons and gallons of milk are thrown per day. It hurts to see that there are children who are lying on the footpath hungry for days, they don't have anything to eat, and we are throwing this away. How does it make sense? I'm not saying stop going to shrines. I'm not saying stop going to temples or stop supporting them. They're doing a fantastic job. They're feeding the poor, langars, etc., everything. But if there is a practice along with that that can be questioned, that can be transformed, why not? Because if we don't question, it doesn't change. It has been all along. So my dears, we are holding on to our past. The past is never holding on to us. And when the time comes that we can question certain traditions, we have the right to. Because we are not sheep. We don't follow blindly. But he says, I'm going to walk on the path of difficulty, of questioning, of logic, of intellect. If it makes sense, I'm going to put my foot down. I'm not telling you to abandon all traditions. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is if it makes sense in certain traditions that you think can change, can transform, let's do that. There are always other alternatives. But if we don't question, if we are holding too strongly to the past, nothing changes. In this era of education and evolution, we need to change and transform certain things. Don't be too defensive regarding certain things that are brought up. Not intentional, no religious bashing, not looking down upon any religion. Please, it is just a humble request that we need to look at certain things that we think can change. It makes a difference. Thank you so much for listening, Ji. My thousand apologies if I hurt anybody, but I stand by my words. Guru Fateh, Sat Sri Akal, Salam, Namaste. Thank you so much. See you again.